Hello everyone, World of Cars Entertainment here, and yes, I know, finally a review or a video or something. Yeah, I'm working on Season 6, that's why. I kind of want to get Season 6 done, and then upload them, so I won't get behind or something. Then there'll be episode, then a break. Yeah, long story. Anyways, today, we are going to be doing a little review on Thailand versus China, which I made a video year or two, like 2 years ago. I think like 2 years ago, a video talking about which is better, because if you don't know, back in 2018, they switched productions from China to Thailand due to the tariffs going on in China. And I'm happy those happened because of the coronavirus. That means we would have gotten no cars because of the coronavirus, which I'm surprised we still have gotten some cars. Like, we actually have gotten some cars because of the virus, which is ironic when you think about it. But, yeah, basically, I'm just gonna be comparing, like, which is better, Thailand versus China. Back in the review, I said China is still better, but I did say a couple cars were good, like Mater. And that was, like, almost 2 years ago. Let's see if they have gotten better or opinions have changed, because that was when they first started. Like, we were judging them when they first started, which I feel like we were a little bit too harsh on them for like, when they first started. Like, everyone was being harsh by saying this is the worst. Like, we should have given them a little bit more of a chance. I will agree, there are some flaws, but these cars are still good quality cars. I mean, we should not be too harsh because there's just some nitpicking. Like, their decals are blurry, their wheels are not painted correctly. Like, then why buy the car? If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple as that. If you don't like it, then just don't get it. But, I'm basically going to be comparing these and see which is better. So, I'm going to start off with Lightning McQueen. Yes, I did this the first time, when we first started. And, before, I'm just going to notify you, I have customized these cars a little bit, like, for instance, painted in the yellow line and McQueen's wheels, and given him black outline. If you see those changes, I mean, like, I customized them, that's why. And I also painted in his mouth. So the first thing you can see is that they painted in the mouth, which is already a huge upgrade. And the paint job is super glossy, like, it's very shiny, which is also another huge plus. And they don't get chipped from it, which is another huge plus, because these cars got chipped very easily. Let's see if I can find a chip on some of these China cars that I have next to me. There has to be a few. Yeah, already, like, a chip at the edge of the fin right there. Like, a little chip right there. Let's see. Any other car, China car, that has chips on them? There has to be a few. There probably isn't, because I do take care of these cars. Yeah, I don't see any. And I have some Thailand cars around, so not many China. But, so yeah, they don't chip easily, which is a huge upgrade. One thing I do want to mention is that a couple of these Thailand cars, like the early ones, sometimes their their decals do tend to scrape off the earlier ones, like 2018 ones, early 2019 ones. But I think they fixed that, because the first batch of Thailand cars that I got, their decals kind of scraped off very easily. So that's I just want to notify that right now. One thing that you noticed is that it does have an eye plate, and this is, by the way, this is a 2020 Lightning McQueen. It was in a 2-pack with Charlie Checker. So this is like the latest version of McQueen. So thought I would mention that the eye plate looks good. A lot of people hate it. I don't hate it as much anymore. I used to hate it. Now I don't. I honestly got very used to it very easily. Sure, it looks weird sometimes on some cars, but really, when you look at the movie, sometimes the eye is already off. I mean, the eye itself, like the eyelids, are kind of off-colored already as it is. And I think that's a good thing that it's like that, because it is accurate. The eyes also have a different look to them. And, yeah. One thing I do want to mention is that their silver isn't the best when it's painted because it comes out as gray. You can already tell that it's gray. Like, that's the one thing I don't like that much. It's gray all over. Now, sometimes it is silver. I don't know why. But this one, as you can see, is silver on the Cars 1 version. Like, this is like the original Cars 1 McQueen. This is the new one. Now the decals. Okay, the decals. Let's take a look at the decals. Yes, they are a little bit blurry. But it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, when you're moving around, it's like, when you're moving around, it already is blurry as it is. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it's not that blurry, really. Sure, it is blurry in some spots, like the Rusties, yeah, you can tell that's a little blurry. That's a little too blurry. Lightning McQueen, you can still read it. It says Lightning McQueen. Rusties, you can still read that. It says Rusties. Lightning Bolt. And, yeah, this is the part that I really don't like, is that they paint in, it's like a print almost. The light gear looks fine, but it's the inside the rims how it's like all gray and faded. That's really the only thing I don't like about Thailand, which I really do hope they fix soon. That's really just the only thing I don't like. That's pretty much it. I mean, the model is great. It doesn't chip. The paint's great. I mean, it's sure they're different, but I'm not gonna hate it. I feel like there's too much hate on Thailand, and sure, the decals are blurry. It's not that big of a deal. And if you don't like blurry decals, then just don't buy it. Buy the China ones in. But which one's better? Okay, I know I just said all these great things about Thailand. I'm gonna have to go with just McQueen, just because it's OG. Now, McQueen is really the only one I'm gonna give ones I like, because it's just OG. You know, like, this McQueen is so iconic to me. And this McQueen is not bad at all whatsoever. It's just that I grew up with this, and this will always be my favorite. So, yes, China wins for emotional reasons, really. I'm just going to put the China wins over here. Now, I'm going to get into a good Thailand car. Here is one of the good ones, Yellow Ramon. Now, this Ramon looks amazing. Like, how can you say this looks bad? It looks amazing. It has, like, a very shiny yellow to it. Now, it's not the normal version, which I know you're gonna see once you see the China one, how it's, like, all gold. Now, yes, I do like this Ramon, just because it's iconic looking for seeing it as a toy. But movie accuracy, this is, like, automatically accurate. I don't want to make this video too long. McQueen is just a huge example. These are just going to be good examples. Like, they fixed the color. Basically, Thailand has fixed so many things. So many things. Like, there's just a lot of things that they fixed over the, like, almost 20 years that these problems have been, you know, like, done. And the iPlay doesn't even look that bad. Like, how can you say, sure, I will say this expression does look a little weird, but the iPlay doesn't look that bad. I'm putting the Thailand ones right here. Here is another big example. So here's the Cars 1, Cruiser McQueen, China. Here's the Thailand. The paint is super shiny. Like, it's metallic. Like, okay, I'm gonna get into that point later, but, like, the expression looks much better, too. Like, the Thailand one looks so much better. And, I'm going to point this out in the back. Now, one thing I will say is the wheels look kind of meh, but they look fine, honestly. They don't bother me at all whatsoever. Now, the back, yeah. They finally added the stickers on the back, which were in the movie the entire time, never taken off at all whatsoever. They finally added the stickers after, like, what, 17? No. Yeah, like 17 years later, they finally added the one little decal. And it's been like forever. And yeah, really the only thing I don't like is the window bars, because he doesn't have window bars in the scene. So, but yeah, an amazing Thailand release. I feel like they're doing good on the re-releases. Here's another little example. I'm gonna show you some little examples. They fixed his model. Decals aren't that blurry at all. His expression looks really good. Another Thailand example. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay. Here's another one. Sterling. Thailand Sterling looks so much better. Yeah, his eye plate's miscolored, but you could tell it's his eyelids. That's one thing that I think people are misunderstanding. You could tell that it's his eyelids because he's all one color, but now you could tell that this is his eyelids. I think people are just kind of not seeing that. Here is another one. Rusty's Racing Center McQueen. This Rusty's Racing Center McQueen looks absolutely amazing. Here's a Thailand one. Just look at that detail. Like, that is so shiny. One disappointment is that this isn't the Precision Series one. If the Precision Series one never existed, I would have used this for Cars 3 Rewritten. Honestly, I kind of want to use it, but I've already filmed a good portion of scenes he's in. Like, look at that. And here is the normal one. It's kind of less impressive when you see it. Well, this one is just so good. Wow. Huh. And a funny part is that this is actually a wrap, by the way, for how they use metallic. And he actually has a wrap on. Yeah, more Thailand wins. I want to see if I can find a Thailand car that isn't that great. Oh, here's one. Okay, here's the old Flow. The original Flow. If you saw my Flow video, you know that they upgraded the model, but I'm going to show the old Flow. They went back to the old model. Now, this is weird. It's like a mix between these two Flows. This is the original Flow, this is the new Flow. They combined it. They gave her a painted base, as you see the original one didn't, the new one does. They gave her the same expression as the new one, but it's all in the old model. It's just weird. I have to, like, give it to the China one. Even the old one, like, yeah. Here is a good one. Cruz Ramirez. Now, I know we don't have a China earpiece one, but, the paint's so much better. Like, I'm just throwing this one in the good pile. Now, okay. I'm gonna talk about metallic, I cannot talk. I'm gonna talk about metallic cars. So here's, like, a metallic Thailand car, and here is a metallic China car. As you can see, this is their metallic. Like, it's shiny. You can tell it's shiny. I will admit, it is shiny. But Thailand, here, this is a better example. They're both the same color, basically. That's basically would have both been the same color. If you look at Rusty's McQueen and actually this McQueen, you can tell they're the same. But with the Thailand one, you can tell it's a huge difference. Like, look at that metallic. This is metallic. Even the rivets, okay. This is how they do metallic cars. The entire base is painted chrome. The entire body is painted chrome. Then they use like a wrap and the whole thing is like a decal sort of way. That's how they do it. And it makes it look like a mirror basically. Like you can see the gas pump is metallic. These are metallic. Like it's just so cool how they do it. And you can tell the metallic on this one. You can see like his silver sections are like, oh, chrome. It's just amazing. Thailand is so underrated on how good it is. Tex Danico. Here's one thing I am going to say. So, originally his whole bumper was metal and it chipped easily. I prefer it to be plastic. But one thing Thailand is not good at is bumpers. Like, I don't understand why they do it. They do it sometimes, but you see, the plastic parts, they spray paint chrome. I don't understand why they're not doing it on some of these cars, but it's just gray. They don't spray paint it chrome. Now, you could easily customize it, but Tex looks really good. Like, I like his paint job a lot better. His eye plate, his expression looks better. His mirrors are better because I always had faulty issues with the China one. But the Thailand one is just incredible. It's so shiny. I honestly like Thailand better than China. It's just, wow. Here is Thailand Metallic Sally. Really like this one. The eye plate is weird because they shrunk down her eyes a bit. But, like, it still looks amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Thailand Jackson Storm. Yes, it is a peg warmer. But I don't really care. And, wait, this is the China one. That's embarrassing. Here's the Thailand one. There are the same, but it's like shiny in some areas, and it is better than the than the China one. I can't talk. Now, Thailand has just started doing silver cars. So here is a silver Jackson Storm. Looks good. I really like it. The weird part is that the plastic parts aren't really that good. Something's weird is that they switch out the colors of the wheels. Here's an old silver car. They didn't do the plastic parts like different colors, which I feel like it's nice. It makes them different and unique, a little bit more different than what they really are, than just a different paint color. Here's something else I want to talk about is Mater. Here is just a China Mater. Now, this is a different version, but I do want to talk about the fact that they do different stuff with this paint job. They do this for the normal single one, but like I said, the decal's kind of scraped off. Like, look at the light bulb, his headlight right there, his grill, engine, whole back part's metal. Like, his color is already better. Like, they do better stuff with Mater. The only thing I don't like is the wheels. I mean, that's really the only thing I don't like. Now I'm going to talk about one other thing. Last thing real quick. Thailand is really good at no. This is unscripted, you can tell. Thailand is really good at new characters. Okay, let me show you some examples. Xanadu bumpers. Amazing looking. There's no China version of these characters because, they're new. I can't remember his name. Andrew Ruman? I probably get that wrong. But he's amazing looking. Sweet Tea. Expression's weird at first, but I got used to it. And also her base is metal, which is new. Mo Revlin. I really like the model. Amazing looking. I can't remember this name. I'm bad with names, but they look amazing. She's supposed to get a new release, like a re-release, but it's a variation. I don't know if it's yeah. Now this one is a beauty. No blur. It almost looks like a China car in a way, which I know I'm saying Thailand's better than China, but they're doing things good. So basically the haulers, they always they always had mouth plates. They fixed that and got rid of the mouth plates. And they printed in the teeth better. The grill looks amazing looking. And their eye plates honestly look pretty good. I don't really mind. And also they don't have quality issues. Thailand does not have quality issues. They have a couple, but not decal wise. And they don't chip easily, which is another thing I like about them. Another Thailand one right there. Okay. Now, here is an interesting topic. So basically, China has canceled cars before. They're called canceled cars. Thailand has re-released a good portions of these canceled cars. China has done that too. But some of these, of course, they look different. Now, whenever China re-releases a canceled car, they're the same, basically. But this is Thailand now. Cone Teeth Mater got canceled 4 times and finally released. Looks pretty good. I mean, they did the decals differently. The only thing different is that it's missing the back window, which the China one had. But it was canceled a bunch of times. It would have looked like the original one. But this looks absolutely amazing. I love it. Here's another one. Yeah, this one looks... Okay, this is an interesting car because he's not the right model. Well, he is, but he's not the right size to what he should be. But he looks better than the China one, but still not that good looking, though. Now, here's another interesting one. I can't remember his name. I actually can't remember. But basically, if you remember the Our Town scene, it's in a different filter. So, they have a faded look. That's one thing I think Thailand's doing. They're making them look like their filtered version, basically, what they looked like. Which is weird for some of these cars that were in a filter look. Also, I feel like he's a little bit too, narrow, not narrow, squashed in a way. I mean, it's still an amazing looking car, but he was canceled, and now he has been released. This one has been canceled so many times. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, you found him. Yeah, I was one of the lucky few to find him. He does have a matte finish, which, this is like the first matte finish that actually is good. Yeah, they've been testing around with matte finishes, but I really like it. Like, the decals aren't blurry. Like, they are, okay, they're a little bit blurry. They're a tiny bit blurry. I feel like they're also really good at doing headlight decals. This part is plastic, the bumper. This is kind of a mini review on him, but, like, the hat looks good. Okay, this video's getting a little too long. But yeah. Like, this is a really good release, and the eye plate looks good, too. I like the eye plate. They've done a lot of Heyday cars. They fixed Junior Moon's color. Originally, he was gray. Now he's the right color. Okay. The King's color looks absolutely beautiful now. Here's the original King. Sure, this was nice, but they fixed his color. It looks so much better. They also did the same thing with Chick Hicks's color. See him right there. Here's the original color. Yeah. Now, something else they also do is that this is Nick Stickers. He has a mouth plate, like a plastic section. They fixed that. Now, this is the metallic version, but the normal one does also have this. Basically, doesn't have a mouth plate. It's a unibody, which I'm very happy. They do have quality, like their quality on some stuff, like plastic sections, are like great. Like the yellow headset doesn't look that great at all, really. Any other car I want to discuss? Rusty's McQueen. I want to show this one real quick. It's just faded, really. The re-releases are faded. Like, here's some good examples. Stock cars look, honestly, not that great. Okay, the recent upcoming ones don't look terrible. Like Leagueless. They don't look terrible. Actually, they don't look terrible at all. I might buy it, but the only reason why I'm not is because I want my stock cars to all be, like, China, just to kind of match. Anyway, here's another good example. Chris Rostowski, amazing looking. Here's the old China one. I know. This looks so much better. It just looks so much better. Some other things I want to talk about is the next gen design. Here's the China next gen design. Looks normal, you know, basic. Here is the first Thailand design. Good. The eye plate looks kind of weird, but good. You know, the wheels are, of course, meh. But then they upgraded it again. And basically, the windows are not plastic anymore. There's no plastic at all except for the spoiler, the base, and the wheels. Which looks amazing. And this is probably one of my favorite next-gen designs. And these are pretty rare. Yeah, the next-gens are rare. I've only seen him once in stores. Haven't seen no stall at all. I wish these are peg warmers instead of Storm, honestly. But yeah, they have like a new next-gen design, which I like a lot better. They look absolutely amazing. And, no, this is Noah Gochek, and this is, Jonas Carver's, I believe. He's getting a metallic version very soon, which I'm excited for. But these are two of my favorite next gens, actually. They look amazing. Yeah, they've also fixed a few. Here's just a few re-releases, but China, I honestly hope it doesn't go back to China at all. Adios. Their quality issues were very bad, especially on Car Street. One more thing I do want to talk about. Thailand has had good distribution. Ever since Car Street, the distribution has been terrible. They've recently upgraded. Oh, I do want to show you one bad Thailand car. I feel like it isn't Thailand's fault, but Rip Klonskowski's pity. It does look like this in the movie, but it's the wrong color, and I feel like that's why it's terrible. They did not do a good job with him, honestly. Yeah, they didn't do good. This is the only really bad one. Like, the pities, I'm not good with, really. But the distribution has been so much better ever since Thailand took over. Like, sure, there are some cases I haven't seen. They're hitting certain stores, but it's still been, like, 10 times better ever since Thailand took over. Like, way, way better. I've been finding all these cars more often, especially cheaper versions on eBay, because they're more often. The only thing that's killing it is the XRS line, because they put those out everywhere. If the XRS line didn't show up at all anymore, and these cars did, you would see a lot more in stores. That's really the only thing that, like, is ruining the cars line is the XRS line. And not these amazing, unique cars. Like, keep releasing these, not XRS cars. These are all so unique. I don't understand why people saying Thailand is so bad. Like, honestly, I'm happy it took over. I feel like it got really bad with China. China did terrible with canceling cars, doing more with XRS lines. Sure, they're still doing it to this day, but less than when China took over. And, like, these cars have looked amazing. Like, I've been finding all these cars in stores. I'll show you every car I've been found in store. I found this in stores, him in stores, him in stores, him in stores. Like, I've been finding all these cars in stores. Like, every single one of these. I used to buy them on the internet all the time, but I've been finding these cars in stores. Some I bought online and then found them in stores, like cruise mirrors with headset and Chris Rostowski, because it was when they first showed up and not everywhere yet, and I wanted to get my hands on them first, like him and Noah Gochek, like a few of these. I found him in stores, and I found him in stores. Like, I found a few of these, but it's just so much better now. I hope this video changed your mind about Thailand, and not saying it's... Okay, I'm not saying change your mind. I'm saying don't hate on it. At least don't hate on it. Like, this is still 10 times better than China. My first review, I said China is still better, and I hope it goes back to it soon. Now I'm saying I hope it never goes back to it soon. One side note I do want to say is that sometimes their releases is weird. They release 2-packs, and then sometimes they switch up the characters a bit with one of the same cars in a different car. Like, their 2-packs are weird. Like, Charlie Checkered was released 3 times, I think, in a 2-pack with 3 different characters. Their 2-packs designs are weird, and I cannot talk. Also, another thing is that the 5-packs and 11-packs that they did with, like, different cars in, they switched that to Vietnam, and the Vietnam cars, I don't know if I'm going to make a video on those, but the Vietnam cars suck. Yeah, China is better than Vietnam, but honestly, Vietnam is better than China. I am saying it. The only car I really like the most so far is just Cars 1 McQueen, just because it's nostalgic, really, to me. And they are better at some stuff, like stock cars. But, like, these cars that I'm showing right here that are Thailand look absolutely amazing. I feel like Thailand doesn't do much effort with cars that have been released already. Either they don't do any effort at all, or they do so much effort into them. I think that's what Thailand does. They either put effort or no effort. And when they put effort, it shows. Like this one right here. They put effort into a lot of these. When they don't, it kind of shows a little bit. But that's my opinions. This video is going to be a little bit too long now. But hey, I just hope this video does change your mind. Enjoy quarantine. This is World Cars Entertainment saying peace.